Welcome back to downtown Kansas City. We are watching the Royals make their way onto the parade route. We just saw Ryan Madsen and Chris Medlin come out.
And look at this, Franklin Morales coming out with his family in the back of the pickup truck there as they begin the parade route here from Sprint Center. We have a few more players coming up, including the MVP of the World Series.
Oh, yeah.
We all know who that is. So a few more players. We'll see manager Ned Yost coming up in just a minute as they all make their way out.
We've been going at this for a while now, so you're seeing other angles of the parade route as we go, as they make their way up and around City Hall and downtown, and they head back towards Union Station. There's Jason Vargas, number 51, pitcher Jason Vargas on the parade route.
That's right. He saw a lot more of him in 2014, and including some postseason games, and still on the roster. Good to see him taking part in this celebration as well.
Next up, one of our main men in the bullpen, Jordano Ventura, coming out right now onto the parade. Definitely a fan favorite as well.
Yeah, Jordano Ventura. Listen to the crowd react to. He had so many great starts.
Yeah.
For us, for the Royals. There he is, number 1. He's excited.
Holding up that sign that says, "Thanks, Kansas City." We love that.
It's great to see.
Kansas City loves you too, guys.
And then you think about what some of these players had to go through. You know, Mike Moustakas lost his mother earlier this year. We also had Chris Young, one of our pitchers, lose his father.
Yeah.
And Edinson Volquez lost his father right before Game 1 of the World Series.
And came back to pitch for us.
And came back to pitch in Game 5.
There he is, Edinson Volquez.
And you think about, he went out there and pitched. His family told the Royals, we don't want him to know before the game. Let him pitch. We'll tell him. He flew down to the Dominican Republic to be there with his family for the funeral of his father, and wanted to come back and rejoin the team over the weekend in New York. Was there Saturday night for the game and pitched Sunday night. And he started that final game for the Royals and helped us win the World Series.
Helped us get all this.
Sunday night in New York, and now we have this huge celebration.
Absolutely. This team that's been through such amazing highs, they've seen some lows too, but they seem to come together incredibly in the face of it. Chris Young, number 32.
Chris Young, just an amazing pitcher. He doesn't have the speed, the fastball speed like some of our pitchers, but the way his precision, such an accurate pitcher, great off-speed change-up pitcher. And he also went through something similar with as Edinson Volquez did. He lost his father, Chris Young did, and he pitched the next day for the Royals and had a fantastic outing. They have each mentioned that they wanted to honor their fathers.
Absolutely.
And come out here and play ball. And you can only imagine what it was like for them growing up. Their fathers probably got them interested in baseball. And
Absolutely.
They honor their dads.
By playing the game.
Memory, by playing the game and becoming World Series champions.
Drew Butera making his way into the parade route right now.
Yeah, we talked about earlier. He was behind the plate. He came in for Salvi. Gerard Dyson actually came in to run the bases for Salvi after he got that hit in the 12th inning. And Butera came in after that to play defense, and he framed that strike 3, the last pitch of the game. One thing that you may remember, Wade Davis threw it to Butera. Strike 3 called to end the World Series and win it for the Kansas City Royals.
That's Francisco Peña. And guess what? There's only one more player left to take the route, and
the crowd is about to go nuts here. Just wait to listen to this crowd once the MVP of the 2015 World Series makes his way onto the parade route out of Sprint Center here.
An all-around nice guy. I mean, you hear women of all ages talk about how much they may love Salvi because he's just so sweet and just so cute and just so nice.
And apparently the prankster of the Royals. Yeah. He always is pranking different guys, dumping them with the Gatorade shower after the games.
Yep.
Just so much fun to see, and just that infectious attitude and personality we talk about that really seems like he sets the tone for that entire clubhouse.
Oh, Ned Yost has talked about how important Salvador Perez is to their morale and how much he loves the game, that when they've gone on their breaks, he has gone to go home and play as well because he just wants to keep playing. He loves the game of baseball so much.
And we've seen him behind the plate. Think about that. He still has a smile on his face after all those foul balls.
Oh, my goodness.
That he took off his mask, off his chest protector, off his fingers. And he still is happy-go-lucky, happy guy, not complaining.
Look, they can't even see him yet, and they're already cheering. They know who's coming up. Salvador Perez, the man whose Instagram account is filled with pranks on Lorenzo Cain that make all of us crack up. He's so funny.
Look at all the cell phones. Look at all the fans with their cell phones up to get a picture of Salvi as the fireworks shoot off. You heard the chants of MVP, MVP. Here he is.
Pretty incredible that the guy that keeps morale up is also the guy that won MVP, that he is also a crucial player in all of this as well.
You see the confetti flying through the air.
He's standing up. You know, we haven't seen a lot of them do that. He wants to wave to everybody, say hello. He is right there, ready for these fans. Salvador
Perez. So many people excited to see Salvi.
But he kind of embodies that whole brotherhood and that family and the friendships that we can see that all of them have that make them so fun to watch. There's no one star on this team. They're all good and they're all critical.
More confetti as Salvi passes by. That's one of 16 confetti guns that they have along this parade route. And I talked with the street sweepers. There are 9 street sweepers here. Some of those street sweeper drivers were here for the 1985 parade. They talked about it was a mess then, maybe a mess today now, 30 years later, but they're excited. They said they'll clean up that mess. They have no problem with all the mess we're going to make here.
Look at this, Ned Yost with the World Series trophy sitting on his truck.
There it is.
Ned Yost, who is constantly calm, even in the dugout when things are not like we want them to be on the scoreboard. Ned is always the calm in the storm.
And you think about, you know, over the years, how he's faced criticism for some of his decisions, and just to see him not let that faze him, how he and Dayton Moore have believed in their plan all along, and how it's been neat to see Ned never get too high, never get too low, and he deserves this. Everything that he's done for this city, for this team, and just how exciting that is to see all this now. People are starting to clear out now that Ned Yost has passed, but just the fact to think about how important Ned has been to this team, all the great pitching decisions he's made. Even though he talks about he lets the hitters and the base runners make a lot of their own decisions, and that almost instills that trust in their manager as players, knowing that they're trusted to make those decisions. Hosmer taking off for the plate in Game 5 to tie it up in the 9th inning. How great is that?